Hi guys, it really is such an effort when you have kids to do a date night with your partner. Like Seba and I have been planning for like 3 weeks, or I've been promising Seba that we'd go and see Kong vs Godzilla vs Kong for so many weeks, and things just kept popping up. So tonight we're going to the movies. We missed out on Kong. We're gonna go see The Fall Guy. Now honestly, I'm more looking forward to this movie. I selected Kong and Godzilla because that was like what Seba wants, but they don't have that on in the evenings anymore where I live, so we are going to see something else. So I thought I would put in a little bit of effort for date night and film a little video and like an update. I know I am just not really on YouTube anymore. It is something I want to change, but honestly the effort and the time that goes into editing a YouTube video, and the same amount of time I could do like 5 TikToks or 5 Reels. You know what I mean, Jellybean? I feel like what I miss, I guess, is the connection. And the whole reason that I started YouTube is like feeling like I'm part of a community with you guys. And you know what? Also, I have been so hesitant to so I'm a mum now. We've known each other since I was literally 19. I started YouTube in like 2008. Well, I was doing like dancing videos then, so probably you didn't know me then, but I really started taking off in like 2009 and 2010 is I had gained like a few thousand subscribers, and I don't know, back then that was a lot. Back then people only had a few 100,000 followers like at the biggest. So I've just like been doing this like all my grown-up life, adult life, grown-up life. And I've really been so hesitant to like move away from makeup, but I feel like where my audience is right now, I feel like you guys are about my age. And so you guys have families and stuff too. And so I've been really hesitant to move into stuff that is maybe more lifestyle. I've been wanting to like stick to just makeup, but I'm finding that the interest is just not there for pure makeup content anymore. Firstly, that's not actually what I consume anymore. Like I love lifestyle. I like family stuff that's not focused, or like parenthood, motherhood stuff that's not focused on the kids. Like I don't want to make my channel about my children, but I do want to make it about like everyday things that I like a little bit more maybe. So you guys probably know that we're renovating an apartment that my family owns, and we're going to be moving into it we've kind of already started moving into it. We've already renovated the bathrooms, and the first episode of that video will be going up on this channel really super soon. So if you like renovation, building a home style content, that'll be up soon. And it's not like I'm not going to do makeup, because I love makeup and that is like my burning passion for my life aside from my kids and my husband. But you know, I also really like other things now. Like I really love cooking, and I love like homewares and like having a nice calm, you can't tell right now because I've just converted my parents' spare bedroom into a filming room for the moment until we can move into our apartment. ADD brain. What was I saying? Oh, I will still do makeup and stuff, but yeah, there'll be a little bit more home things I feel like maybe on this channel. And then, you know, I'll still be doing my tutorials and all that. But I just wanted to like see what y'all think about that, because you're all pretty much my age from when I'm looking at my analytics. And so I'm wondering if that could be why kind of the interest in my channel has kind of waned a little bit, aside from me not posting. The other tough thing for us like veteran YouTubers is that I'm definitely jaded about, you know, for every like 10 sweet people that watch, and you know, I love like feeling like I can have an open, honest dialogue with you guys, there's gonna be like one person that's really fucking negative and annoying. Yeah, you watching, that goes and like talks shit about you. Like I don't know, just over the years I've slowly gone into my shell, and I didn't realize it until the community changed and people started to like make these people into celebrities. I feel like it wasn't like that originally. Like I really did feel like it was a friendship and it was very low key. And then it's literally become such an industry, and you know, I am very appreciative to have this job, of course, but it's definitely morphed into something that like that wasn't the reason I started. When I started, it was not cool to do this, and I couldn't make money out of it. You know, I didn't make money out of it for a long time. And so my kind of intentions for this were all just purely for the connection with people and to talk about makeup. And for me, that is actually still what it is at. Like, it's not really bothering me at all. It does not bother me, and in fact it's preferable to me that I don't have a lot of followers. The views are not there. People don't idolize me, thank God. And generally I feel like my followers are really cool and chill, so I don't really have that problem. But I know some people that, like, when they build a huge following, their followers, like, I don't know if they turn on them, or people really feel like they have a claim to you and can say whatever they want. I don't know, I've just been so afraid of that happening. I'm completely word vomiting right now. So I did foundation, guys. This Fenty Foundation, they sponsored me to do like a UGC for them. The soft lit, it is so good. Look at that. Look at that. It's freaking stunning. I mean, I've got that big boy, but it's amazing. What was I saying? I went to go and get, because I've been diagnosed with ADHD since I was 27, and I didn't like believe that I had it, and so I went back for another mental health check. She's like, no honey, you really have it. So I'm probably gonna get medicated for it again now. I didn't like the medication at first, but I'm hoping that will also help with like my work, because that is another thing that I think messes me up with my work, because I've filmed so many videos. Like, I have so many videos filmed. When it comes to editing, I cannot sit down and focus on it. Like, so yeah, maybe that will change once I go back on my meds, because I went off them because they made me really anxious, but now I'm medicated for the anxiety. So she said that whatever, she said it'll like help stop that. So Rowan eyeshadow, smoking out the outside. So yeah, I want to hear about you guys. Like, tell me in the comments, like, how old are you? Do you have kids? Do you have families? What do you like to watch on YouTube, and what do you like to watch about me? Because my feedback from my followers is that they seem to like the everyday shit that I do. And I, like, while I do like to share that, I'm definitely honestly a bit scared to. I've like always tried to just do the whole just do tutorials angle, but then I've noticed that when I do something else, it kind of is so much better received. So I'm thinking that I might pivot a little bit and see how that goes for me in this new era of my life. I'm in like a transition period of my life. I didn't talk about this, but I was really struggling after I had my kids. Like, I was so lucky with everything that, like, I have such a great support network, but being away from my family, and my mum got cancer when I was pregnant with Sunny, as you guys probably know, I've mentioned it a number of times. I didn't really realize how much it affected me until we came back to Australia, and like, I realized that I probably had postpartum depression, and I'm really glad we're back in Australia now. Kind of loving small town life, and honestly, the kids are so happy here, and the cost of living in a small town is ridiculous compared to like Sydney. I've lost my favorite NARS concealer. I'll just have to try conceal with this one, which is good, but it's not as full coverage. It's the Tentadol Ultra. I've been using this nonstop. I'm surprised there's any in there, to be honest. It's lasts me for ages. I use this every day. So yeah, that's kind of my update. Yeah, so we are renovating this apartment we're moving into, and it's actually the apartment that I like grew up in. So if you guys watch my oldest videos on this channel, if it's in like a kind of decrepit bedroom, that's my first YouTube videos that were on that old channel, Morello, from like 2009. And it's really quite dated. Most of it hasn't been updated in like 30 years. So it's gonna be really fun to do it up. And mum has kind of given me almost free reign. Almost. She doesn't listen to everything I say. But generally, she's letting me kind of do what I want, which is good because I have like a very beachy kind of vibe and style, and that matches the vibe of the motel. So we're gonna renovate it, you know, so that eventually it can be leased out to guests. But for the meantime, it's gonna look really cute for me and my little family while we live in Bateman's Bay and like save for our own home. And I don't think I'll ever move back to Sydney. I think if we move anywhere, it will be another little town, maybe one bigger than the town that we're in now, but not too much bigger, honestly. I really like the idea of Kiama because it's pretty close to Bateman's Bay, so I could like come to see my mum literally any day. kids are screaming. I have to say, I absolutely love being a mom. My kids give me so much joy. My husband gives me so much joy. I really lucked out. Like, I really lucked out. Really lucky. I feel so much guilt. My husband is Canadian, I'm Australian. The guilt I feel about stealing him away from his family, and the fact that his family are literally 2 flights minimum away from us at any time. It's like a 30-hour trip, including the stopover. Not to mention it costs like $6,000 minimum to get economy flights for 3 kids and a baby. That's only going to go up once Leo has to sit in her own seat. Like, the guilt I feel about how far away he is from his family, especially because he's Latin and he's just, the culture of families there is so different. Like, for me, it wasn't like hard for me to move away from, I know every family is different, but for me, it wasn't like that hard for me to move away. And I was like fully out of home by the time I was 18, 19. But like, it's different for Seba. I know he misses his family so much, and it gets to him. So that's like the one really, really hard thing for us. And I feel guilty and try to be really understanding, and we try to go overseas as much as we can to visit them, but it's really hard because it's so expensive. And oh my God, especially after that shitty trip we had, it was so traumatic. I'll link the TikTok to the story time of what happened, but it was, yeah, so it's like the only difficulty. Luckily, Seba and I, we don't like argue or anything. We obviously have words, but we mostly just have a lot of fun together. Sometimes I think, you know, you get in the groove of like not being too affectionate. Like, for example, going out to the movies for us tonight. It's like we just kept putting it off. We weren't prioritizing it. And I'm excited because we honestly have so much fun together. What else? Oh, the lip injection Too Faced lip liner is one of my all-time favorite products, I think. You don't feel anything at first, then a few minutes in, bites you hard. Polite Society blush. Sydney is my go-to shade, but this is the color Milan. I thought it would make my eyes pop, the green. Seba the other day complimented me on my eyes looking really green, so ever since then I've gone all like giddy, and it's my goal in life to make my eyes look really green so I can seduce him further. I don't know why this, well, you know what I'm excited for? The new Bridgerton season. Oh my gosh, that is something. The only things I'm interested in these days is makeup, skincare, sleeping, cooking, making house, but also reading and Bridgerton. I'm obsessed with Bridgerton. I've rewatched season 2 4 or 5 times. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I absolutely love it. Anthony is like my dream male character. Anytime I read a romance novel, I'm imagining Anthony. And I love the books. I've been reading all the books. I'm up to, I just read the Eloise one. Excited to see Eloise's story play out on screen with Sir Philip. But I've also been reading so many books. Like last year I read 40 books. That's just reading books. Listening to books, I probably listened to like 10 last year. This year I've already read 16 books. And I've been listening to more on Audible this year than I was last year. Right now, I mean, I'm on to book 10 of like the David Wolf series. Love that when I need a break from romance, because sometimes you do get romanced out. What lip color am I gonna wear today? What's this? This nude from Bobbi Brown, Violet Vision. Yeah, I'm so obsessed with reading. I wonder if I should make like a public Goodreads. Well, that would be kind of embarrassing because sometimes the smut I read is like sickening. But I will say, I'm not into the alien fairy smut. I did not like Akatar. I mean, it was okay. I read the first 2 or 3. I'm a bit of a snob in like writing where if they kind of repeat the same descriptive words and stuff over and over, it really pisses me off. Sarah Maas is like, she was obsessed with like toes curling, and God, I can't remember some of the, I just couldn't get past it. But yeah, super into reading, and I've read so many. What's a good book I can recommend? Oh my gosh, you should read Transcendence. It's this romance novel that is so unlike any book I've ever read in my life. And it's just from the complete point of view of this caveman that falls in love with this woman that accidentally time travels back to his caveman time. It is so amazing. I think some people might not like it because it is literally in the point of view of a guy that can't speak English, so he literally can't converse with his partner, but it is so cute. It's the cutest book I've ever read. And then I read the Luffs, the part 2 of it. It was so cute. Really, really recommend. I'm also watching a lot of TV right now with my mum because we love to watch a bit of telly. We're watching Fallout right now, like the rest of the world, and I really like that one. What else did I watch recently that I loved? I mean, I pretty much just rewatched Bridgerton, and I'm also watching Friends for the first time because my mom was really strict. I wasn't allowed to watch like grown-up shows when I was a kid, and that being a 90s show was off limits when it was out. Even when I was a young teen and they were just doing reruns, I was not allowed to watch it. And you know what? I was such a goody two-shoes that in school, I was literally in year 10, so I was like 16. And it was raining one day, so the teacher pulled out the TV and was like, what are we gonna watch? And someone had brought in Mean Girls, and I really wanted to watch that movie. I'd received it for Christmas. Again, I'm 16. And I had got it for Christmas a few months before, but when I started watching it and it got up to the part where he asks if he can butter her muffin, my mum goes, that's it, I'm turning it off. And I wasn't allowed to watch it. And do you know what I did in school? I put my hand up and I said, my mum won't let me watch Mean Girls. I can't. I've got to go to the library and read Harry Potter. So I literally dobbed on myself. I could have watched it, but I can't bear lying to my mum. Literally tell my mum everything. Like when I lost my virginity, I told her, even though I knew she wouldn't want to know. Like she's religious and stuff. Not that religious, but like I knew she'd be upset, but I still told her. Anyway, this has been the biggest mishmash of a video. If you liked it, let me know. And I want to hear about you guys too. Like, what's the 411? I'll see you guys soon. I'm off to my date now. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Let me know what you want to see. Bye.